Are you ready to transition your home from Christmas magic to a cozy winter heaven? Today I'm sharing simple and beautiful winter decorating ideas for your living room and dining room that will keep your space feeling warm and inviting all season long. Think soft textures, natural tones, and just the right touch of winter charm. Let's create a cozy space you love to relax in after the holiday hustle. Be sure to subscribe for more seasonal decorating inspiration, and let's get started. We are starting with a blank slate in the dining room today. I've taken down everything that I don't intend to use and gathered the core pieces I plan to incorporate into this space. Let me show you what I've got. A variety of filler balls and bowls, lots of winter greenery, vases with different textures, my galvanized truck, a beautiful cloche with a wooden base, and even a charming tobacco basket. I'm also considering reusing a wintry print from Christmas and adding my olive tree for a touch of greenery. Let's start with the hutch. I'll begin by placing the framed print I got from Timu and framed myself with materials I already had on hand. To complete it, I'm adding the tobacco basket, which brings in the texture and an outdoorsy feel. Then I'm adding two vases. One is a regular vase and the other is a DIY pot. I am filling them with frosted cedar branches with white berries and for that cozy wintry vibe. Next, I'm moving on to the shelf where I am displaying my beloved snow babies. These figurines are incredibly special to me because they were gifted by a family I cared for in my home daycare for over 12 years. They hold even more meaning now since one of the girls who was like family passed away just before her 23rd birthday. I love honoring her memory by incorporating these into my decor. I'm also including a DIY pitcher with some Norfolk branches to tie in the wintry theme. To the cloche, I'm adding pine cones for a rustic natural touch. The hutch is complete and I love how cozy and inviting it feels. I also added frosted eucalyptus greenery from Dollarama for extra texture. I'm quite happy with the way the hutch turned out. It has the right mixture of textures, woodsy tones, and wintry touches. In the corner of the room, I've placed my large olive tree in a wicker basket, and I'm covering the base with leftover materials from a DIY blanket project. It's simple but ties the space together beautifully. Over on the tea card, I'm laying natural elements like deep green banana leaves and my galvanized rug, which I filled with DIY moss spear. It's a cozy little corner that perfectly completes the rest of the room. For the table, I've kept the same neutral runner from Christmas because it works well for both seasons. I've started with a cement pitcher, some frosted eucalyptus, pine, and wood picks for a wintry yet earthy centerpiece. And there you have it. This completes my dining room. I forgot to mention the brand new blinds that I have in here. If you missed the video where I shared them, these are brand new. They came from two-page curtains, and I absolutely love it. Love them. Think it creates such a cozy feel in the room, and it also blocks the view from the neighbor who can exactly see what I'm eating if I'm sitting at the table. Now, moving on to the living room, again with a clean slate here as well, I've gathered an assortment of decor: lanterns, candlesticks, vases, bowls, and some DIY pieces. So I'm going to start with my fireplace. I'm placing a favorite vase of mine that's gone through several makeovers, most recently inspired by Studio McGee. I filled it with pepper stems for a rich, deep green tone. Beside it, I've added a wooden sphere for texture and a vintage thrifted candle holder with a white candle, which I will share in just a little bit. On the other side, I'm placing a wooden lantern and another upcycled vase full with cedar branches. Simple, but exactly the cozy winter look I was going for. I am also adding another thrifted candlestick. In a corner, I've styled my olive tree with a small urn containing our late dog's ashes, a meaningful touch my kids cherish. Across the room, I am adding a lantern and two DIYs. One is this little pot that I'm adding some cedar branches to, and another one is a DIY concrete look bowl filled with pine cones. The cedar branches came from Timo. On the coffee table, I'm starting with this tray, and let me show you how I had refinished it. As you can see, it came with quite a dark brown color that wasn't quite working for me, so I wanted to lighten it up a little bit. I'm going to refinish it by mixing a cream and chocolate acrylic paint to tone down the color, and I'm also adding some water to it. I'm going to be using some paper towel to apply the paint, just rubbing it on everywhere. And then I'm going to go in with a sponge brush just to get into all the crevices. I am repeating the same process for the back of it as well, and this will get even more into the crevices that maybe the front didn't get to. I am sharing this DIY as well as many other ones over on my DIY channel in a couple of days, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So I'm adding this tray to the table, and beside it, I'm very excited because I am adding some thrifted books that I had thrifted just recently. They were $3.50 each. And to them, I am adding a gold urn and some beside it, I am going to be adding some candlesticks from HomeSense. To the urn, I'm going to be adding a lavender candle. Added another DIY that I will be sharing a couple of days. It is this vase. It used to be purple, so if you want to check out how I created this look, make sure you head on over to my DIY channel. And to it, I am adding some frosted eucalyptus branches that I picked up at Michael's several years back. I think I paid like $3 for three of them. I got it at the on a sale at the end of the season. And I'm also going to be adding a snuffer to the tray, and then also these candlesticks that I picked up at Dollar Tree, which are a definite dupe for some candlesticks that you can pick up at Pottery Barn. I just love the way they look, and they have a variety of colors. Finally, I am layering my brown couch with a cozy blanket, couple DIY pillow covers made from the leftover material that I used for pillows that I shared in the dining room. And then I'm also adding a lumber pillow that matches the blanket. The patterns and textures complete the room beautifully. On the opposite end of the couch, I have these pattern chairs, and to them, I'm adding these velvet pillow covers and pillows with the velvet pillow covers to complete the look. So I'm thrilled with how everything came together. The dining room and living room now feel warm, inviting, and full of personal touches. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know which part of the decor was your favorite. Don't forget to subscribe for more decorating inspiration, and I'll see you in the next video.